see you playing in the garden outside my window. You're like your father. I see right through you, just like your father. I thought I knew you.
You know that voice? It belongs to Dolores O'Riordan. She once fronted the Irish band The Cranberries. Well, now she's embarking on a solo project. Today she releases her first solo album. It's called Are You Listening? I think we are. Dolores joins us now from LA. Hey Dolores, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, after being the front woman for the Cranberries for, I don't know, about 14 years, what was the most challenging aspect of doing an album entirely by yourself?
Actually, it wasn't challenging at all. This is absolutely a joie de vie, you know. It was something I really enjoyed because I actually did it at home, you know. So it was really, really relaxed, you know, with the band. Before we used to check into studios for long periods of time and stuff. So this was kind of a time to step away from the treadmill and what I'd been doing for years with the Cranberries. And, you know, because I have 4 kids now as well. So, you know, life changed and I just wanted my career to kind of fit in, like around my life a little bit more. So, you know, in that way I worked from home. And it was very much, you know, it was over 4 years. So I wrote every couple of months, you know, and it became a hobby. So there's a lot of really nice songs, you know.
Well, it's good to know you were able to have a normal life while putting this album together. That's pretty rare.
I mean, it's really important. You know,
Absolutely.
It's really important, I think, to find that mental kind of place where you're very relaxed, and then you can create really good stuff, you know.
Well, in a second, I want to play the first single from your album, Ordinary Day. First of all, tell us a little bit about what it's about. I understand it was inspired by one of your kids.
Yeah, I have a little 2-year-old girl at home. I have 2 daughters, actually. And I think when I had my 2-year-old there, I kind of realised how quickly the other little one had grown up. And I thought that, you know, life is quite unpredictable and it can be quite difficult for children and for little girls and stuff. So it's kind of reflecting on the journey of life and how unpredictable it is. And it's kind of like me trying to advise them, but knowing that they're never going to listen anyways. They're going to, you know, they'll know everything themselves, you know.
You can only hope. Well, here it is. Let's listen to Ordinary Day.
Yeah, cool.
Dolores, you have one of the most recognizable voices in the music biz. I mean, you only need to sing 3 notes and instantly people think, oh, that's the woman from the Cranberries. Is that a blessing or a curse as you embark on a solo career?
I think it's a blessing, you know, because, you know, people will always affiliate it with what I've done with the band and stuff, and I'm pretty proud of all the work that I've done with the Cranberries. It's part of my journey. It's part of who I am. So, like when I'm doing a tour here in America in about 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to do a mixture of the old hits and the new stuff, and, you know, that keeps it lighthearted and it keeps it interesting, you know.
Absolutely. Well, not only does your album celebrate motherhood, like the song we just heard, there are some darker songs on it. Tell us a little bit about Black Widow. We're going to play a snippet of that too.
Yeah, Black Widow is a very, very sad song, but it was inspired by a very, very dark and difficult experience my family went through 3 years ago. We lost my husband's mom, and she died of cancer, so I think it was probably the most difficult thing I'd ever seen in my life. I never realised how dark it was and how, you know, how difficult it becomes towards the end, because it just goes on forever. So the Black Widow is a very dark song, and it's dealing with cancer and, you know, how it just affects people and, you know, the whole family and, you know, that kind of thing. It's really quite, you know, dark.
Well, here it is, Black Widow.
Seeking comfort, seeking comfort somewhere, over and over, she
Dolores, I'm wondering, has the time that you've spent away from the Cranberries afforded you the opportunity to reflect on the experience you had with that band and to really think, wow, hey, that was kind of cool?
Yeah, I mean, totally, because to be honest with you, you don't really realise what's happening when you're in the midst of becoming massively famous. You're really in the eye of a storm. And it's not really until years later and you take that career break that you look back. And I moved houses a few times and I started by pulling out old boxes full of awards and dusting them down and going, this is actually pretty cool, you know. At the time, you know, your kind of work, it's so hard all the time. It doesn't really register. So it's not until years later that you kind of go, that was pretty cool, really, you know. And, you know, you look back and you think, God, that was a great accomplishment, you know, so. Nice.
I have one more question. I read something about you online, and I'm hoping you can clear this up for me. I read that your eyesight is not very good, and so that when you're performing on stage, they have to put a big, wide, white strip on the edge of the stage so you can see where the stage ends. Is this true?
It's really true. Yeah, I have kind of a stigmatism, so I can't go for the laser. Unfortunately, I'd love to get that laser surgery because I'm completely blind as a bat, but I take it away. I don't mind because I've got a good voice and I've got a good ear at writing songs, so I'm over the fact that I'm kind of half blind, so I live.
Well, I've seen you on stage several times and I've never seen you fall off the stage, so well done. And
the
good
white
luck.
tape works.
The white tape works.
It works.
Well, good luck. Have a great time on your world tour, which kicks off May 23rd in Barcelona. Also enjoy your North American dates in July. People can check out your website for all the dates. Dolores O'Riordan, thanks so much for dropping by.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
And all the best with your new album.